Welcome to Practice Strokes. I'm excited to share with you a one-stroke technique using Q-tips. So I've seen this technique quite a bit on YouTube, and so I thought this would be fun to share with you. I used it with a lot of actually 200 hydrangeas that I recently painted, and I put little specks using this technique with these Q-tips, these little teeny dibby dabs around the hydrangea. And so I thought this is really fun. So I'm going to show you how I use it and how I did it. So practice stroke homework this week will be making some vines, doing different color wisteria or flowers, and share with us so we can see what you create with Q-tips. All right. So I'm taking 5 Q-tips and I'm tapping them down so that you can use more if you want to. Instead of a rubber band, I'm using a hair tie because I can pull it off easier and work with it easier than the rubber band. So lots of people just use rubber bands here. All right, like I said, I want all these level so that I get an even amount of pressure when I pressure them. And I kind of pull them away from each other a little bit. You can decide how to do that, but I felt comfortable doing it that way. Okay, so there we go. Then I'm going to use a 12 flat and a script liner. And I'm going to do some of these long slender leaves, which you've seen me do before. And I'm going to do them on this tone gray mixed media board. And it's a paper with a vellum surface. It's kind of smooth. And so I just wanted to share with you that it's kind of fun, and gray gives you true color. I've been painting the one you just saw, but I just wanted you to see that I use violet pansy and dioxazine purple. And if you're new, let me show you, excuse me. This is multi-surface, which means just what it says, all kinds of surfaces, has a sealer in it, has a nice finish when it dries, kind of like the sheen on here just a little bit. And this is daffodil yellow in case we decide we want to add a butterfly. It depends on our time. Citrus and thicket green, violet pansy and dioxazine purple, and wicker white, or any white, or you can use magenta. So now the first thing I want to do is I've dampened my brush, and I want to come right through here. Instead of using a double loader today, I need the plate for the Q-tip art. So I'm going to attach a teeny bit of floating medium, okay? Only because we're on paper, all right? So you saw what I did. I kind of came up, around, and up. Now I'm on the latter part of this brush, lifting slightly the front so that I get a really thin vine, all right? So let's bring this here. I'm going to come on this side, and I'm going to wander over. I got to get it flat because it's too thick. I'm going to start on this side and wander up this side and this side. And on Relax and Paint, I did a really pretty vine. So go check that out. I think you'll like it. It's one of my traditional wisteria with a scruffy brush. And so I thought today I would do another vine showing you another technique. This is fun for beginners or seasoned painters because I had a good time with it. All right, so I'm going to use, this is a stroke that I've taught already on practice strokes, and it's a pressure, pull, and stand up. It's a long, slender leaf. All right, so I'm going to come down a little lower and show you that I'm going to go push, pressure, stand up, and roll. Pressure, stand up. I can get a little bit more pressure here. Ooh, I ran out of paint there. Pressure, roll. Usually in one stroke you can do that. So pressure and pressure. So you can see when I ran out of paint. All right, so we're going to put some more of these on after we do our wisteria, as you can see that I did. All right. So it's a little twist at the end that I did. But see, then I'm going to put them on top of the wisteria. All right. So here we go. So this is pretty fun. We're going to make sure that these are all level. Okay. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pounce some dioxazine and some violet pansy. Okay. Let's get it on all those. All but that one. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here and tap into the white. All right. Well, I was able to get a little bit on the purple too. All right. So let's do it right here in the middle, right here. I'm going to have the white up and I'm going to move it around. Now I need more purple. Now tap it off on the plate before you get over here. And then I kind of tapped and just got just a little bit of trailing coming down. Let's make it a little bit longer. And then tap it. So I'm going to get a little bit more white. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. So I want it full at the top. First time I did it, this is real easy. Well, I'm supposed to be showing you how to work it if it doesn't turn out just like you want, I guess. All right, so I want it like wisteria, so it's going to be hanging. Now that looks like it hangs straight down. So I want to show you, I kind of like it when it's a little bit more curved. So if I'm right here, I do the round area first. Okay, a ball by pouncing around. So keep, it holds a lot of paint, but I want you to keep going over here. And then we're going to trail it like it's hanging and trailing off like that. So see, that looks a little bit better than straight down. But I can come over here. Watch this. I can come over here and make it fuller. And then it makes it look like it trails down. I like it when I don't do things perfect because then I can show you, not that anybody's perfect, but I can show you how to fix it if it's not like you want it. Okay. So now after I do those, and I can keep using this and using it. You see, it gets a little fuzzy, which is okay. And I keep coming in here and then over here. Okay. So I'm going to tap a little bit up here. Not a lot of pressure, guys, just light tap. Okay. And then I did some kind of, I'm going to keep going with this where I've used up some of it because this is how I did when I was going around my hydrangeas for little dabs. All right. And then a little bit up here, and it gets like a shadowing effect. Okay, just really light. Light here. Okay. So I can come in here, let me get a teeny bit of white that's been a little teeny bit of white. I just want to, you can see these two are more detailed, and then those are really a little faint. So you just kind of faint looking. All right. So when you get all done, you don't see just dots as much. You can see when you look at relax and paint how I use the scruffy to make that happen. So chisel, pressure, and stand up, pressure, and stand up. Right on top of the wet paint, then gives you some fun purple tones. See, it brings the purple down. A little slide. So now when they're little like this, I don't want to push very hard. I just want to stay up on the chisel. Oop, I pushed that one a little bit hard. Okay, and then let's come right here. And you see the purple in there? It's kind of nice. Okay. Now I can have a few more coming down. And look what happens. I can take and clean this brush out, get a little bit of purple in my brush, wipe it off on the paper towel, and then clean it out. I took off too much. There we go. See, clean it in the medium. And then we can do shadow leaves. Watch these. See, that makes it even nicer. I want you to practice this. I want to see I keep painting with it. I want you to show me what you do and put it in, make it work into a picture. We'll make some kind of background and show me how you like using the medium and the Q-tips and the one-stroke technique to make. Isn't that kind of pretty? All right, that's your practicing. All right, now let's get some inky, a little bit of water, number 2 script liner. All right, then we're gonna take our finger, remember, making circles, touch, and let this ever so lightly, this little vine hang, because the wisteria is hanging off of a vine. All right, I could put a little bit up here. Isn't that pretty on that gray background? All right, well, let's show you. By the way, when I get through, I can turn this around and use the other end of the Q-tip. When this gets hard, if I have to, I kind of lay it under the paper towel. Look, I lay it up underneath here when I'm not using it, so it doesn't dry out right away. And that helped me prolong it a little bit longer. All right, so I'm gonna pick up wicker white and daffodil yellow on my 12 flat. And I'm going to say, here's the head of my butterfly. I'm going to push down and stand up the slider leaf right there, that one stroke leaf. And then I'm going all to the head. Then I'm going to push on the chisel and lift, push and lift. All right. And I can do another one down here. Push, lift, chisel, chisel. All right. So just that. See how simple that was today? I just wanted to give you a little something that you could actually make a picture with and see what you think. Push down on the liner and lift, and then just touch the tip and lift, touch and lift. All right, so let's go a little bit closer on this one. So, oops, I got water on here. Push down and lift. And then just use the tip and lift, tip and lift. All right, and then you sign it. Okay, I'm excited to see what y'all do with this. This is a little bit different than just a few strokes. I'm doing something I'd love to see you paint and show on our Facebook group. Donna Dewberry's, with an S, official one-stroke group. Any of the supplies I show you today, you can get on onestroke.com. And it's also listed on About Donna. I'll share that with you. So you can take it from there to there. All right. So I'll see you next week. Practice, practice, practice. I gave you homework. I want to see. Have a good day.